Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are back with another I Love a Mama's Boy video. Basically, if you don't know what this mini-series is, it's mothers who basically fancy their children and they literally control them. Today we're watching a video about a Karen mum who hates her son's literal girlfriend. I feel bad for these women.
So today the architect is coming to discuss the plans for our new home.
Okay, so they're getting a new home. I've got a feeling there's a few more episodes before this. But if we look at them sitting, there's a lot of tension. I mean, first of all, that mother looks like someone who'd be called like Shirley or like, I don't even know, like Tokyo. I feel like she's got a very Texas Southern name. And then we got the girlfriend here, obviously does not like the mom. And then there's the boyfriend in the middle. I don't know how these women can stand these mothers, because if it were me, I'd start a scrap.
Which will be, of course, on Kelly's property.
Wait a minute, so they're getting a new home, but it's being built on Kelly's property. Obviously, Kelly is the mother. So basically, it's not really their home. It's basically the parents' home because, like, it's on their property. I don't know. Something about that's a red flag, isn't it?
When you guys are going to be living here, have you put any thought into where you might want things?
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna find out where they're gonna build the house. Okay, this seems really mean, but I actually thought the guy was gay for a second. I mean, to be fair, if I were around a woman like his mum, I'd probably turn gay.
Yes, we're gonna be living like walking distance from their home, but ideally we'd still have like those private spaces.
I mean, let's be realistic, you're not gonna have any private spaces whatsoever. Like, the mum is absolutely gonna turn up to your house at 4 a.m. Technically, for the mum, it's just like a little holiday home in her back garden. Why would you literally, like, let your mum make you, like, live on her property?
We were thinking open concept for sure.
I don't know if I like that.
Basically, as I was suspecting, if the mother doesn't like it, it's not going ahead. You have to keep in mind this isn't her property, so theoretically, like, they can decide what they want to do, but she gets the final say because it's on her property. If she wanted to, she could just turn around and be like, no, I don't want to.
You don't like open concept?
I don't know. I mean, I'd like to keep my options open.
Oh my god, it's so awkward because, like, it is her property. Like, she's the one who can make the final decision. If she wanted to, she can knock it down. But yet again, why would you literally build your property in somebody else's land? I feel like anything the girlfriend doesn't want to do, just because the mum hates her, she's gonna be like, no.
Okay.
We can talk about that, though.
We'll work out some layouts.
I mean, I feel like the architect just like asked like what we want, so.
Yeah, but we want to include mom because this is part of mom as well.
No, you don't want to include your mum. The whole point of you literally moving out and getting your own place is so that you're away from your family. That's the whole point of moving out. You know, they're literally in a relationship. They're probably going to get married. And yet the mum is stood there like a puppet master controlling the son.
Matt and I have talked about things that we want on our wish list, but when it comes to decision making, like Matt feels this need to get that opinion from Kelly.
Look, I can completely understand how he feels that way because, you know, it is on her property. So basically, like, she is like the owner. I don't know if they're paying for it. I'm assuming that they are, but like, they've saved a lot of money doing it on their mother's land. So obviously the mother can turn around and like have her own decision, but it's like, why would you even do that? Why would you literally build property in your mother's land? If it was like a normal son and mother relationship, I can completely understand that. But like, their house is going to be right beside their mother's house.
It makes me feel like what's my place and what's the purpose of me giving my opinion to begin with?
Well, I mean, the whole point of you giving your opinion is completely useless because if Kelly doesn't like it, it's not happening. Yet again, imagine they're literally like sleeping at 4 a.m. You just hear a little knock in the window and it's Kelly stood outside your window.
And what about a guest room when I want to stay over?
You literally live 10 feet away. Keep in mind, this is literally her house there and like a little path and then their house. It's basically like, how would you describe it? You know how whenever you're in school, there's usually like a big field? Big school is like the main house and then there's a field and then you've got their house or like, I don't know, like a random little shed. That's basically what the layout of the place is going to be like. Why do they need a spare room? Maybe for guests, but like not for the mum. She doesn't need to say she already has her own house.
You can't walk 20 feet back to the house?
I like options.
Oh god, I would never give that woman a key to my house. I feel so bad yet again for the boys, but also for the wife. You know, I feel like she is in control. She like is really controlling. I could never imagine someone having this amount of control over me.
We need like that privacy, like that's what we just talked about.
I don't think I'm being unreasonable to have my own bedroom there.
Oh my god, why is she smiling like that? Nah, I'm sorry, that looks like the Monster Inc. character, like that librarian part of like the glasses. That's evil. Yet again, like it is in her land, so like I can understand why she wants to control it. You've got your own house. Their house is literally right down a couple of steps, like 10 feet from your house, and you want a bedroom in their house. Nah, I don't like this. This makes me feel uneasy.
I'm paying for it, so that's the way it is. And Kim is just gonna have to get used to it.
Yep, so basically she is paying for it. That is the downfall. They might think it's amazing that they're literally getting a house for free, but the mom's paying for it, so she gets to make the final decisions. This is basically what I thought it was, you know, like they can get their ideas, but if the mom doesn't like it, it's not going ahead.
Maybe I could talk to you about it, about setting up
the house for an older person, maybe grip rails along the walls.
Okay, well, who's going to be visiting their house? I mean, maybe their parents. If I were the girl, I would not let them to anywhere near the house. Maybe the dad, but not the woman. To be fair, if I were her, I probably would, like, set something up. Like, if it was freezing cold, I'd absolutely put water outside our doorstep. That means the mum would fall and snap her neck.
You want to do grip rails now?
And for a wheelchair, instead of steps, we have a ramp.
It can all be laid out so there's minimal
Okay.
problems getting in and out.
Wait, so they've got a house, but they're not gonna have steps, you're just gonna have like a wheelchair ramp. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's good that they have like an accessibility option where it's like maybe if someone was in like, I don't know, a wheelchair, they could easily get up like a slope. But you know, like at the end of the day, they're trying to design their house and mum's basically turned around and said, nah, it's my house.
When it comes to planning 30, 40, 50 years down the road, for me, it's like, why? Like, why are you making that decision right now?
I changed his diapers and he's going to be changing mine.
If I were her, I'd sell the mum's home and send her off to a care home. Let's keep in mind, he might not be changing your diapers, you might die. Maybe you might be sent off to a care home. Like if you get to that age, he doesn't want to take care of you, bye-bye.
Babe, are you gonna say anything?
I mean, I don't know. We kind of three have to be in agreement of what we're wanting.
Even
So,
though
and I want
it's-
mom's opinion of like what she thinks we should do too. So that way we're all kind of on the same page.
I don't know why, but I genuinely think that guy's gay. Maybe because he's feminine. Do you ever like listen to someone's voice and you're like, he is a homosexual? Is that bad? I don't mean to be like that. I feel like that's like me. Like people can literally hear my voice and they're like, he likes dick. But either way, it's like, yeah, I can completely understand why like all three opinions should be put in the thing. But like, you know, they are building their house and the mum is paying for it. So maybe get rid of the mum's money.
So thanks for coming by, Glenn.
Oh god, that was awkward, wasn't it? Like, I feel so bad for that dad and the person helping them build. It's kind of like whenever you're in a class group project and like someone has to go up and speak and you sort of just like sit there and no one says a thing.
When you build a house like this, there's a lot to it that people don't foresee. If you want to test a relationship, do this.
Test a relationship. Honestly, I feel like their relationship shouldn't be tested. Look, I'm all for families being together. I think it's amazing whenever families are close. However, families and people need separated time from each other. It's not good to always be around your family because you can bicker, you can fight. Well, that's the way I see it. Maybe you're different. But like, no offense, if I had to build my own house and it was right beside my parents' house, absolutely not. Like, no. There's a reason a lot of people usually want to leave and like move out and start their own life. I think it's because they want a bit of a break from their family.
Kelly's got her ideas, Kim's got ideas, and Matt's just kind of standing out there in the middle hoping it all goes good.
Exactly, like he's literally stood in the middle. He is like a rope being tugged in opposite directions. You know, he obviously wants to please his mum because like his mum literally controls him, but then he also wants to please his girlfriend. Do you reckon if they have a baby, the grandmother will be really controlling of the baby and like not be nice to the wife? I've actually noticed that like a lot of people can be like, that's quite weird, isn't it?
For us, like, we have a Pomeranian, so that's like something that would need to be taken into consideration too. Is like a good dog door to have in the house.
No,
You gotta feel safe.
I don't want
You're
a
not gonna
doggy
feel
door
safe.
Why don't you want a dog door?
because I don't feel safe with it.
What? It's not your house. It doesn't matter if you feel safe with it. It's their house. I don't understand it. Like, oh my god. I probably seem like such a whinger in this video, but I cannot stand stuff like this. Videos like this genuinely make me angry. Like, they make me stressed.
Have you seen Home Alone where the crook goes in the doggy door?
And it's that big.
No, they'll find ways. I don't want it.
Yet again, if the mom doesn't want it, then it's not happening. She just does give me like the irritating, angry mum vibes, doesn't she? I think it's the eyebrows. It's definitely the eyebrows.
We talked about this. Like, we want the dogs to be potty trained, want them to go outside. Like,
Yeah, but it's not a big deal, like she said, to just take them out.
Stand up for your girlfriend. Honestly, this little boy's been put around a leash. He is a dog. Like, his mum's literally got a leash around his leg and is controlling him. And yet again, look at the way the mum is looking at the son. She knows that she's in control. If my partner was like that man, I would not be in the relationship. I'm sorry, that is what would break the relationship. I'm all for people being close to their parents, being close to their family, friends, etc. However, when it's stuff like that, like they're literally being mind controlled like Voldemort, I'm not gonna put up with it.
I mean, I just feel like I want you to take my side on, like, for this.
Like she's right. Like that is Home Alone. They went through the dog door. You never know.
I mean, I know loads of people with dog doors and cat doors. That's never happened. I'm assuming they're probably in the middle of nowhere, so maybe put like a fence around the house. If you don't want, like, I don't even watch Home Alone. I was thinking Home Alone was like The Grinch. I don't know. I don't watch that movie. But, like, if you don't want something to crawl through your little thing, then lock it at night.
I feel like this meeting is not really going as I expected it to go. I was really hoping that Matt and I would be more on the same page.
I mean, I feel like he definitely is in your page, just the mummy in your page. And yet again, if you look at the mum, she looks like she's combusting. Like, is she okay? She's kind of like a robot that needs her battery changed. But it's so sad how the man doesn't stand up to his mom. She's toxic.
I really don't know what to say right now because Kim has all these great ideas that we have discussed, but then at the same time, I am not sure if my mom is happy with any of the things that are being discussed right now with the architect.
Well, I mean, it's quite obvious that she isn't because she said multiple times, no, 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 no. She's like Amy Winehouse. But yet again, like, if you really want to be a good boyfriend, a good husband, stand up to your mom. At the end of the day, she's going to be dead. She looks old. She looks like she's already decomposing. She'll be gone within the space of 10 years. You'll not be changing her diaper. You'll be putting new flowers in her grave every so often.
So it's put me in a situation where I don't know because I want both of them to be happy.
Well, I'm sorry, that's just completely unrealistic. Sometimes people have to be mad. It's not good to be happy 24/7. You genuinely make your life a living hell and a living pain to make people happy. That ain't good. Sometimes it's okay to like not have people happy with the options and things that you do. You know, either way with him, either the mum's gonna be angry or the girlfriend's gonna be happy. And honestly, if I were him, I'd take the girlfriend's side.
Kim, have you heard of that saying, listen to your mother?
And have you heard of the saying, shut up? Yet again, I don't know why, but I feel like the mum's jealous of the girlfriend. I have seen that quite a few times, especially with like athletes. Like their mums will literally fancy the children. I don't understand why they're just like so cruel and mean. It's like, should you not be happy that someone's with your son and like making him literally feel loved and happy? Yet she goes out of her way to make the girlfriend's life live in hell.
We can only figure out if we actually want it later because I don't really know now if it's something we do need. Because mom will be up here watching the dogs or we'll take the dogs down there.
But what happens if you're not home? Like Kelly ain't gonna be there 24/7. I bet you Kelly's on lesbian grinder. Is there a lesbian grinder? I feel like he's definitely on grinder. But I'm telling you right now, Kelly is not gonna be in the house. She's gonna be down at the country club getting absolutely smashed.
But what if we aren't home?
I will have a key.
Yeah, don't give her a key. Do not give her a key. I feel like she's definitely gonna like, I don't know. I feel like the girlfriend's gonna come home one day and Kelly's gonna like put like a rope around her neck and like beat her up and then like claim that it was a robber. I don't know why, but the mum just gives me psychopath vibes.
You're not having a key.
Why?
Because that's too far, babe.
Yeah, exactly. It is way too far. Actually, no, it was way too far like a year ago. It was way too far whenever you met him and he was like this around his mom.
I don't think it's a big deal she has a key.
No, I'm not comfortable with it.
I like it. Thank you.
Well, guess what, sweetheart? They don't, so it ain't happening. I can completely understand if they were like, I don't know, like, let's imagine they were like both paralyzed. Or they're in wheelchairs where like, you know, they have a disability. I can completely understand if the mum had a kid to go in and check up on them, like, if something happened. But they literally live like a cartwheel away from her house. Why does she need a key? What is her obsession with going around them and like constantly being around them? I feel like she's definitely gonna go for the girlfriend stuff, just like nose around.
It scares me a little bit not knowing if Matt's ever going to be able to set those boundaries.
I mean, let's be realistic, he's not going to be able to set the boundaries. He's completely cuffed around his mum. And the sad thing is, he obviously loves his mum a lot more than the girlfriend. And also, if they get married, she's going to be her stepmom. Or whatever it is, I don't know how it works. I'm never going to get married. But oh my god, imagine having a mum like that in your life.
So what do you think of it? Do you like it?
Ceiling height the same.
It looks like a nice home. It looks like a normal one. But I bet you Kelly's going to be like, oh, I don't like the color. I don't like where the window is. I don't want a window there.
I do like it, but I do believe that we're going to have some issues. She hasn't built any homes, Matt. So I have a lot more experience.
Of course she has. Like, I feel like they always go off this experience. What is up with like older people and talking about experience? They're always like, oh, I had loads of experience. And then they're also like, whenever I was growing up, life was so much harder. It's like, should you not be happy that like your children can literally live in a world where like it's not as bad as what you grew up in?
So I have a lot more experience. I have more experience in my life. So I'm going to have to listen to that.
Well, no, he doesn't. Like, honestly, if I were him, I would not listen to you. If someone looks like that, do not listen to them. Them earrings look absolutely atrocious. They don't suit you. None of that outfit suits you. I judge people by how they present themselves. I know it's not good to do, but I do it. And I would not trust someone like you.
I promised Kim that I would have her back and I would be on her side with the decisions that we discuss. And I want to do that. And I'm trying to do it, but I know my mom's points that she's bringing up right now are valid.
I mean, they're not valid whatsoever. The mum is absolutely delusional. The mum's a control freak. The reason the mum doesn't like the girlfriend is because she's not able to control her. What's what's that good old saying, like a wild shape or something like that. She can't control the girlfriend, so she makes her son try to hate her.
She's done all of this before. She knows who to call, how to do it. As much as I don't want to disappoint Kim and I want to like us to do this together, it's a little bit hard when I hear all these great things coming from my mom and I know that what my mom is saying is going to be perfect.
Well, I mean, it's just not going to be perfect. Also, how old is he? I swear he's like 25 something. If you genuinely get bossed around by your parents like that, you are a failure. Or maybe he's not a failure. I feel like he's more like a victim. He's kind of part of a cult, but like his mom's controlling him.
I feel that Kim is being a little too wanty. She wants a house, she wants a proposal, she wants a wedding.
Well, yeah, that's literally what you want in a relationship. Like, if you get in a relationship with someone, you want to get proposed to, you want to get married, you want to move in with them. Does this mom know how relationships work? Does the husband know that he's in a relationship with her? Yet again, she's like Voldemort, just cursed him.
This is putting a lot of stress on my son. So Kim needs to get with the program and just step back and let's just breathe and let's start with the house and see how that goes.
Honestly, I'm sick and tired of listening to this woman. Her face is literally melting. I mean, to be fair, if I was as evil as her, my face would slowly start to fall off. Yet again, she's Voldemort. I'm telling you, in 15 years time, that face is going to have dropped and you're going to see Voldemort's eyes where her eyes could just be. Anyways, guys, that's where I'm going to leave that video. That is a Karen mom who hates her son's girlfriend. Moral of the story is that if your partner is like that with their parents, run in the opposite direction. Anyways, that is the end of the video. Hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, press the big red subscribe button, and yes, I'll see you all in the next video.